Hello, I'm coming on here today. I'm going to do a two-part video series. The first part I'm going to do is my eyeshadow, and then the next part will be for my face. But I wanted to come in here and close and personal and see if you can tell the difference in my lashes since I've been using the lash serum. And if you want to know, I did a little video and mentioned it, but I think it's Hello Skincare. But if you want I'm not good at doing this, but if you want me to send you the information about that, I can. So my lashes are a whole lot healthier, and they are actually growing where they weren't growing before. So I'm really thrilled with that. But I'm going to do kind of like a neutral eyeshadow color today. And the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids. We will take it from there, and I'll see if I can get some. I went ahead and did my mascara because I always mess my mascara up, but I went ahead and did that, and I'm going to see if I can add some liner and then my colors. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 3D brush today, and I'm going to put my brightener color on my eyelid very gently for it to be a primer for my eyeshadow. And it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. It's something I talk about it, but I love that this makeup only requires such a small amount of product for excellent coverage. And it doesn't take much for me to make my eyes look like they're closed. And I will tell you, ladies, I'm still not done shopping. I've barely started. I've ordered some things and hope and pray they get here. FedEx, do your job. Maybe it will come. Okay, I've done that and I've primed it. So now I'm going to take my line brush, if you can see, the angled end, and I'm going to spray just a small amount of my Stay Spray in the palm of my hand. Just a tiny, if you can see it running down my hand, a tiny bit, and I'm going to wet the end of my, the angled part of my brush, and I'm going to use some Trust eyeshadow for my eyeliner. And I'm just, after I've wet it, I'm just going to tap it in there, get the excess off, and just come in here real close and try to get my liner as close as I can to my lash line. Being very gently. And I used to use a pencil liner, but after doing it this way, I much prefer it this way because it does not pull and tug as much at my eyes. And when your eyes are more mature like mine, your lids, we definitely don't need any pulling and tugging. Trying my best to get it as even as I can. I normally use a magnifying mirror. Okay, so I've got it on there. Then I'm going to come back and do some, and I will in my other video address these designer bags because I had a very little sleep last night. Very little sleep. I don't know what the deal was. I just couldn't sleep. And since my eyes kind of go downward, I don't take my shadow all the way to the end because my eyes close. So I stop a little short of my tear duct area because I want to give my eyes just a little bit more open area. Like that, okay? They're kind of red and bloodshot too. Okay, so I've got that done. So then I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, double-ended, take the fluffy end, and I'm just going to dip it in my Cupcake. You can tell I love Cupcake. And I'm just going to put a little bit on there and tap off the excess and just kind of stipple the shadow on my eyes. This is just kind of a little fun way to do it. I like to play around and mix my colors. That's not necessary. You can use 1 or 2 shades. That little twig, those twigs. But I'm doing it this way and I'm having fun. Then I'm gonna take the Lullaby. That color right there, so pretty. It's a purplish brown color. And I'm putting it on my brush on the large end and tapping off the excess. And when you have hooded eyes like I do, it's important to keep when you apply the makeup, to keep your eyes open. Because if I just did it on the crease of my eyes, it's gonna close them. So I wanna take it slightly above the crease area. If you notice, I have enough eyelids for me and someone else. Okay, I talked about that the other day. It's just part of my age, okay? Just have to embrace it. Okay, and so I tapped it off. And I learned this cool little trick, and I just love this, so I want to share it with you. If you put your eyeshadow on with your brush tilted this way, excuse me, it's going to lift your eyeshadow up higher. If you apply it this way, it's going to take it down into the crease and below. So I want to lift mine, so I'm going to go with my brush pointed in this direction. I'm just going to do a light amount, not very heavy. And then I'll do it on this other side. Now the trick for me is getting it even, because this eyelid has more, shall I say, on the verge of 3 eyelids on the side. But I'm just going to do it like this and try to hold my eye as steady as I can. Okay? And then I'm going to tap it kind of down right here. And then I'm going to use one of our other fun shades that I love, and I don't know why I'm holding this in my hand. Who knows? Then I'm going to come back here with Everest. It has an ever so slight shimmer in it. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to come in here with it. Very slight shimmer, so pretty. And the secret is to don't complete one eye, just go each step back and forth on your eyes so that you can get them as even as possible. Okay? And don't forget to tap, and the reason we tap is any excess powders, we don't want the fallout to fall out down here. Most gals normally do their eyeshadow last. I do it first. It doesn't matter, it's your preference, just whatever way you like to do it. Just as long as you get it on, right? Okay, so I've got that, and I'll do just a smidge more. And that's a pretty, pretty, pretty neutral color. And I'm gonna hold my lids and just kind of blend it a little. It's getting close to a haircut time, I can tell, when my hair won't do anything. But that's okay. Then I'm gonna come in here with a little Labyrinth, which is a deeper kind of brown. It has a tiny, tiny bit of a shimmer, but not very much. And I'm gonna kind of put this in here, right here. See, like that? Okay. Okay. And I'm going to blend that very gently. And like I'm showing you, I'm using the outer end of my brush because that applies less pressure to my eyes. If you see that, did you see that? All that extra skin I have going on? No elasticity. Okay, so I've got that. Then I'm going to come in here with this end of my brush. And I didn't show you, but I'm also cleaning off with my tile brush in between shades so that the colors won't mix in too bad in my brush. So next I'm going to come back with a little of the Aries, I think. No. This is Venus. Venus, that color right there. See that little shimmer? So pretty. And I'm going to use the small end of my brush. And I think I'm going to have to sneeze. And I'm just going to barely tap it in. On my eyelid. A lot of people think that us more mature women can't wear shimmers. And I was one of those that thought that. And I am learning differently. And I'm having so much fun trying out new combinations. All our shadows are here at Seint are so highly pigmented. And they're just, a little bit goes a long way. And then I'm going to take the the fluffy end of my brush and just make sure I've kind of got that blended good. Now, then on the brow area, again, I'm going to wipe off my brush. And I'm going to come in here with a little Cupcake. And it's like the, not Cupcake, but the Sabrina. And it's like the Cupcake, except it does have a slight shimmer too. I'll take a tiny bit. And just in the arch of the brow right there, add a little on each side. And then just kind of barely bring it out. And my brows need to be filled in. So I'm going to take the spoolie end, not the spoolie end, the angled end of our line brush again. And I'm going to come in really close and fill in on my brows. And I'm trying to flick up. When I come in, you can see all my wrinkles. Okay, I'm going to come in and flick it up to give my eye a little lift. Have a mole right there. You can tell the difference from this side to this side. It's not a lot because I don't want it to be all painted and fake looking. I'll brush this side up a little more. And I just want to remind you ladies that if you want to make any purchases for Christmas gifts or anything, to get your orders in by the 13th so that Seint can ensure the shipping, because it's such a busy time of year for us. And let's be honest, snail mail runs behind. And also don't forget that our shipping is always free. That is huge. I ordered a gift Today's Tuesday. Sunday afternoon, actually, I did it. And when I saw what the shipping was going to cost, I thought, oh no, they need to have the same policy that Seint has, that it ships for free, because they really socked it to me. Oh my goodness, and it's shipping FedEx, so I hope it makes it here. Okay. And just, I wanted to show that to you. So I used a Cupcake on the base, then I used Lullaby, and I used Everest, and let's see, what was it? Oh, Labyrinth, and then I used Venus, and then I used a little Sabrina on the brow bone. But that's a really, really pretty neutral shade. I'll come in so you can see. Just a slight, subtle shimmer. So pretty. But that's my neutral shadow color combination that I just wanted to share with y'all. So stay tuned for part 2 while we correct something right there and work on some of these tired eye bags, these designer eye bags underneath there. Talk to you in a minute. Bye.